Sansari, when he received, the grandfather receives her message, then what he says is Sansari Vicharandana na Pokto na Tita Buddha Popo Nama Nati. We are going in the round of rebirth, samsaras. In the round of rebirth, there's no one who have no daughter or no son, no parents, etc. Everybody are daughter, everybody are son, maybe everybody wife, husband, etc. Then is it? Nadita, na Pokto, Nadita, Buddha Popo Nama Nati. Then very long in the very long samsara. Then there were a lot of sons, a lot of daughters in the past. Te Tomaga Mahaparadika, Te Amaga Mahaparadita. Then you make very big mistakes toward us. Oh, he get angry with her daughter, is it? His daughter. Nasega Te Amagan Chekupate Tato. I don't want to see you. Etaga nama dana get what baby jana pasuga tana kandwa chiwondu. Then they provide a kind of money to their daughter. Then okay, he sends one worker to them. Then give this money to them. Then go away. You can survive yourself in other place. Don't come back to my house. But Dharake Bana Ida Pesendu, please send your sons to my house. Then I will take care of them. Or they still have attachment to their grandson, although they don't see it. Is it? Son, daughter, and grandson and granddaughter. Who is more powerful? You love? Okay. If there's no grandson and granddaughter, then you love your son and your daughter. But when there are grandson and granddaughter, you love maybe more than son and daughter, is it? In this way, then according to their parents' order, then they sent the two of their sons to their parents' house. Then they went back to their village. Then two sons were taken care by the rich persons, the banker. Then he was also very devoted to the Buddha. He revered the Buddha a lot. That is why he used to go to the monastery to listen to the Dhamma. Then Mahapandaka became adult. Because of this reason, then his grandfather went to the monastery together with his elder grandson to listen to the Dhamma from the Buddha. Then many times. Then after listening to the Buddha's Dhamma, then Mahapandaka, thought, I wish to ordain as a Samanera. Then he approached his grandfather. Then he also requested to allow for his Samanera ordination. Then he was also very happy. Oh yes, I will allow you to ordain as a Samanera. Then he also informed the Buddha. The Buddha allowed him to ordain as a Samanera. Then the Buddha asked one, Pinda Pada Charika Bhikkhu. One bhikkhu who is practicing Pinda Padika Dutanga. Then the Buddha assigned him to ordain Mahapandaka as Samanera. Then he became a Samanera. Then he studied the Buddha's teachings for a long time as a Samanera. Then he have knowledge in the Buddha's teaching. Then he also practiced meditation diligently. Finally, what happened? Then he became Arahanta. When he became Arahanta, then he used to stay by entering into jhana attainment or plassamapatti attainment. Then he spent his time with the jhana samapatti and plassamapatti. Then when he feel the Dhamma pleasure or the feeling of the Dhamma, then he also remember his younger brother. Sekanuko idan sukhan sulak bandakasa dhado. Is it possible to give such kinds of happiness to my younger brother? Then he was thinking in this way. Then finally he decided to have his brother's ordination. Then he asked his grandsons, Upasaka, can you allow your grandsons to ordain as a Samanera? Oh, yes, sure. I also want him to ordain as a Samanera like you. He also easily allowed. Why? Satikira Sasane Supasano, he reveres. He revered and he devoted the Buddha Sasana. He revered the Buddha Sasana a lot. You see, he believed in the Buddha Sasana a lot. Another reason, Kadara Didaya wo iti pada. Okay, those two, you have two grandsons. Which daughter's son are they? They were asked in this way. When they asked them, Palada Didaya, they are the son of my daughter who ran away from the house. Then he was shy to answer this. Because of this reason, then he easily allows his grandsons to ordain. Is it? Both of them, what happened? Became Samanera. Or the other, maybe Ada became a bhikkhus. Then Chula Bandaka became Samanera under Upajaya ship of his brother Mahabandaka. After Samanera ordinations, what happened? Then Mahabandaka also taught one stanza to Chula Bandaka. Then what is the stanza? You know, Padaman Yatha Koka Nadan Sukanda Padosiya Pongla Mawida Kanda Engira Sambasa Wirosa Mana Tapanda Madeja Miwanda Leke. A little bit difficult to recite, is it? Smoothly. Then he did this stanza. Then Chula Bandaka also tried to memorize this stanza, but he couldn't memorize. Why? How many months? For 4 months. He tried to recite, he tried to memorize this stanzas, this kata. Although he tried very hard to memorize this stanza, then although 4 months finished, he still couldn't memorize this stanza. Then because of his knowledge is very dull, he is very stupid. His knowledge is not so sharp. Why? There's a reason. There's a reason. Without reasons, nothing can happen here. During the Kassapa Buddha time, he was very knowledgeable bhikkhus. He has, the Tipitaka knowledge, higher knowledge. Then when they are studying Tipitakas together with many other bhikkhus, then one bhikkhu is very dull, very stupid. Very stupid to me, his knowledge is not sharp. That is why he tried to memorize some stanza or some sutta, he couldn't memorize easily. But the other bhikkhu, Chula Bandaka Tubi is very sharp and he is very knowledgeable. He has a lot of knowledge in Tipitaka. Because of this reason, then he make fun toward the dull bhikkhus. You are very stupid. You are very dull. Dull, is it? Even you cannot memorize this stanza for a long time. Then the other bhikkhu was shy because of him. Then he stopped his studying. He doesn't want to study it. Is it? Because of this karma, then when he became Chula Pandaka, although he tried to memorize only just one stanza, but he couldn't memorize. Although he tried to memorize this stanza for 4 months, he still couldn't memorize stanzas. This is the past karma. Should not make fun. If someone is not successful in meditation, don't make any fun, is it? Then the other person will be shy. Then they will stop their practice, etc. Also must be careful with such kinds of things. And also when you are studying, if someone, the knowledge is a little bit dull, they must be careful not to criticize them. Then Chula Pandaka got such kinds of problem here. The same problem, is it? Then what happened? Then his brother Mahapandaka became disappointed with his condition. Although you try to memorize this stanza for 4 months, you couldn't memorize this stanza. Then what happened? Then he asked him to go away from the monastery. You go away from the monastery. Then he dispatched his brothers from the monastery. Then what happened? Chula Pandaka Buddha Sasane Sinihena Ki Bhava Napati. Although his brother asked him to go away from the monastery, but he doesn't want to go because he have no intentions to disrobe because of his parami. Is it? Then during this time, Mahapandaka was the bhikkhu who is in charge in dining hall, or to assign the bhikkhus the meal invitations. If someone invites bhikkhu sanghas to their house for meal, then Mahapandaka need to arrange. He provides how many bhikkhu want for our monastery, our house for alms food. Then he provides from the monastery in this way. That times, you know, the Buddha was living in Ambhavana, you know, the Ambalatika, the mango gardens monastery nearby Rajagaha city. Then the Jivaka, offered by Jivaka. Then Jivaka went to this monastery to invite Buddha and Bhikkhu Sanghas for alms food. Then finally, then he, after listening to the Dhamma from the Buddha, then he approached to Venerable Mahapandaka to provide Bhikkhu Sanghas for tomorrow alms food in his house. Then Mahapandaka also accepted. Bhante, how many bhikkhu are there in this monastery? Then 500 bhikkhu are there in this monastery. Okay, then I wish to invite all 500 bhikkhus together with Buddhas for tomorrow alms food in my house. Then okay, I agree, I will provide to come to your house for alms food tomorrow. But except Chula Pandaka. He didn't include Chula Pandakas for alms food. Then Chula Pandaka, he had this one. Oh, my brother was disappointed with me. He doesn't want to continue to take care of me. Then he feel very sad. Then he decided, if he doesn't want to take care of me, if he is disappointed with me, then it is useless to stay in the sasana. Then I will disrobe. Then I will do many different kinds of kusala as a lay person. Then he decided in this way. Then next early morning, then he wake up early in the morning and he trying to leave from the monastery. That time, the Buddha was also, the Buddha was also reflecting for the whole world. Who can be helped? Oh. Then, Chula Pandaka appeared in his knowledge. Oh, what is the reason? Oh, he is going to leave. He will go and disrobe. But actually, he will become Arahanta in this very life. Then the Buddha also wake up early in the morning. Then the Buddha went to the gate of the monastery and walk here and there around this gate. Then Chula Pandaka also went to this gate to leave the monastery. To leave this monastery. Then what happened? Then Chula Pandaka also saw the Buddha. Then he approached the Buddha and paid homage to the Buddha. Then the Buddha asked, where are you going? And now my brother asked me to leave from the monastery. He was disappointed with me because of this reason. Now I am going to disrobe. Then the Buddha says, you ordain under me, not referring to me, not referring to your brother. Then you don't need to disrobe. Then, okay, he asked Chula Pandaka, and then Rajo Harana. Oh, what is the meaning? Taking off impurity, taking off impurity. Oh, taking on impurity, he is reciting by rubbing the white clean cloth with his hand. Then after some time, what happened? Kilatan ahosi tasa pilotika kandam primechan tasa kilatan hoti. It became soiled. It became dirty because of his hand. Is it? Rajoharana, like this. Then he also reflect on himself. Imam bana atta bhawa nesaya prima pagatin vijayatwa ewan kilatan jata. This white clean cloth is very pure. But when I rub this cloth with my hands for some time, then it becomes dirty, depending on my body. So my body is dirty, not clean, is it? Anicca vata sankhara, all formations are impermanent. Then he reflected in this way in his mind. Then he also saw the arising and flourishing nature of formations. Then he has Vipassana knowledge. Vipassana knowledge become mature, slowly. That time, the Buddha and Bhikkhu Sangha went to Jivaka's house already for alms food. Then the Buddha also saw Chula Pandaka's condition. His Vipassana knowledge become mature by reflecting on arising and flourishings of formation. Then the Buddha also, using his psychic power, then maybe like he was sitting in front of Chula Pandaka. Chula Pandaka thought the Buddha was in front of him. Then the Buddha gave one orders to Chula Pandaka. Chula Pandaka, Tom Pilotica Kandamua, Sankileta, Rajanti, Masenyan Creed. Chula Pandaka don't think only the white clean piece of cloth is dirty. Abandre Panati Raja Deo Ati. There are a lot of that's all loba, dosa, moha in your mind. Inside your mind. Te harahi, you should also pay attention. You should also reflect on those raga, dosa, moha, which is the dust in your mind. They are also very dirty. Not only the white cloth is dirty, then your mind is also dirty with the loba, dosa, moha. Then you should also contemplate them as anicca, dukkha, anatta. By saying some stanza, the Buddha gave order to Venerable Chula Pandaka. Then the Buddha also recited a few stanzas. At the end of the stanza, Venerable Chula Pandaka became Arahanta together with 4 analytical knowledge. Patisambhita. Is it? Sa Patisambhita Dini Pitakani Agametu. Then as soon as he became Arahanta, then he became Tipitaka without learning. Automatically becomes Tipitaka. Is it? Okay. What is the reason? When, in the past, when he was a king, and one time he was a king, he went to his town, around his town. That time maybe a little bit hot. Then sweat came out from his body. Then he used the white clean clothes to rub his sweat from his forehead. Is it like this? Then what happened? The white cloth is very clean, very pure. But because of sweat from my body, it became dirty. Then at that time, he also reflects one thing. Iman Srira Nesaya Ewa Rupa Prisokto Satako Bhagatin Jahetawa Kileto Chato. Although the white cloth is very clean itself, but depending on my body, it became dirty. It became dirty. The anicca vata sankhara, all formations are impermanent. He also reflects on the impermanent natures of formation, anicca nature of formation. Is it? Then he has the possession of anicca. Because of this reason, when he practiced meditation here, according to the Buddha's instruction, then he became Arahanta. Don't think now you are practicing meditation, not successful yet, reflecting in this way, but it was supposed later to become Arahanta. Is it? To realize Nibbana. It will not be useless. Just now, he became stupid. His knowledge is not sharp. Why? He criticized other bhikkhu. The other bhikkhu whose knowledge is not sharp. When his knowledge was sharp. But here, also, when he was a king, he also reflect on the impermanent nature, anicca tenya. Because of this, it supposed him to become Arahanta in this very life. Then he became Arahanta by doing the same practice. Is it? Okay. Long story. Okay. Tomorrow. Okay. Then we should start our talk for today. May be able to practice to realize Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sukhi hotu, Nibbana visya hotu. Sadhu, sadhu, anumodami. Sadhu, anumoditapan. Kamma mikamitapan Sukhi hotu Nibbana Visya hotu.
好，今天的开示到此结束。大家可在屏幕显示的网盘上下载本系列内容，也可扫二维码加入微信群，还可在屏幕显示的 YouTube 链接上观看。感谢各位贤友的参与，随喜大家闻法的功德。祝各位早日离苦得乐，脱一切苦。萨埵萨埵萨埵。
Show on the screen. Scan the QR code to join our WeChat group to get more information on the Dhamma talk. And you can also watch it through the YouTube link shown on the screen. Thank you for your attendance. May we be free from all suffering by this merit. See you next time.
Recording stopped.